Hello, welcome back to the Project Hercules Diary. It's quite exciting today because we're on a road trip. I've got my nephew Jack driving. Say hello, Jack.
Hello.
That's it. Mr. Comedy moment, could have said hello, Jack there. We'll work on that.
Could have been, yeah.
So, we're off to pick up a new bike, but on the way, if you saw in the last video, there's a guy called Wayne commented and said, I've got a set of ball screws for a Bridgeport BRJ, and you can have them. So I had a chat with the guy last night, real friendly guy. We're on the way to see him. Just happens to be on the way to the bike we're fetching, and it's quite a long trek from Leicester, so it's worked out quite serendipitously. The internet and the universe has delivered. Sometimes things just come to you, and this is brilliant. So when we get there, if it's all right with Wayne, we'll do a bit of a video inside his shop because he sounds a dead interesting bloke with some good stories to tell. I just have to make sure that we get away on time because we've still got another couple of hours to fetch a bike. So if he's not up for that, we'll just take a film in the back of the car of a couple of ball screws, which won't be quite as interesting, but at least we'll see what we got. So stay tuned. Here they are, one set of ball screws, including a Z-axis screw. So dropped it now, I have to figure out how that works. So yeah, a really nice guy called Wayne, and this is his place. I'll just do a quick pan around because it's a proper Aladdin's cave, and I think I'll probably have to arrange to come down another day and have a proper look around because there's some really interesting things that he makes, and some great CNC, and just some brilliant things to have a look at. I could stay here all day, but unfortunately we're on a bit of a time schedule to get further into deepest, darkest Wales and pick up a bike. But I mean, things like this massive lathe here. I haven't bought a banana for scale, but that's even bigger than the Churchill we've got. So if there's any big machining I need to get done, I know where to come. So yeah, thank you, Wayne, that is really generous. And as soon as we can, we'll get those into the Bridgeport, and then we'll have a full-on CNC with no backlash.
Damn right.
Yeah, so we're still here, we haven't escaped yet, but it's just so interesting because Wayne's showing us around all his machines. Mag chuck, how'd you zero a mag chuck?
Oh, with a GTI.
So the job goes onto the chuck, magnetic.
Yes.
And then you just, so you can de-energize it to move it, half energize it, so you can slide it.
Hammer,
yeah.
just tapping it into to get the zero run out.
Right.
Okay. The parts I did for a local brake company.
Yeah.
Had to be of so much accuracy. I was only taking 6-7 microns off there, so I had to make sure that it was totally concentric to the axis of the workhead. I had to use a clock in micron, which is on the, you can see it around there. Right. It's on the arm of the. I was having to use
this
clock, which is.
So this clock here is in microns.
Thousands of a millimeter, so you just clamp that, and you see everything goes everywhere here.
I've not seen a clock in microns before, but yeah, that's quite a machine, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't mind being on the camera,
No,
that's what it looks like. Very nice chap. Yeah, and just some of the kit that you've got around here, just phenomenal. That's the one I'm familiar with because that looks a bit like mine, and you can still see the bits. It's remarkably clean as well. Wayne keeps saying it's dirty, but I think there's a bit of modesty in there. And this big Jack, my nephew, hello. Bridgeport Interact, huge machine there. Yeah, it's really interesting talking about production machining because that's not what I do. I do really small things for me, and if it takes me 5 days to do one little thing, I'm not doing it for money, so it doesn't matter. I suppose my good lady might have something to say about it. But yeah, when it's a business, time really is money, and I think Wayne understands that. So that machine there, the green one, Wayne, what you're saying that's the most accurate
Yeah, this is it.
lathe?
I'll build up quickly for you. This is my Agathon.
Yeah.
It's like a showroom. There's a showroom over there which has got to be repaired. But I mean, I'm a big fan of Swiss machines because I think they're just so beautifully made. But
They're like Swiss watches.
Yeah. But if we clean this off, and I then I put the slide weight to one side.
Yeah.
Because this is it with this style of non-lead screw lathe.
Yeah.
Is that you don't have a conventional Z-axis in the conventional way. You move this around, and this
so
is
it's all on the top slide and across slide.
And this is made by Agathon, who now They now do carbide insert grinding machines.
Right.
But it's gone back to Switzerland to a company called Paul Hofer, which still exists.
Yeah.
And it went back and it came fully sort of retrofitted.
These beautiful
And
brass
I
polished.
didn't buy it when I didn't do that. I bought it off the person who had it.
Yeah.
For at Paul Hofer's. But when you consider this as a plain bearing.
Yeah.
On both sides with a thrusters by a set of ball race. Look how frictionless that is. Look at so that everything is beautifully made and perfectly in line. And these just
just does exactly what you
it's
need.
Just wonderful.
Yeah.
It's
It looks a nice bit of kit.
That's a lovely machine.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for showing us around. And of course, there's a few bikes in the corner. It's all about the bikes, isn't it? A couple of Laverdas there. Laverdas, yeah, a Jota. I always thought they were quite intimidating when I was a young lad, because even standing still, it was quite a scary thing. The fastest bike you could buy at the time, and the bloke in the garage was telling me it's a man's bike, that the clutch is heavy and the throttle's heavy and everything. And yeah, even now it's still a little bit intimidating. Never had one, never owned one, never ridden one, but when you look at the prices now, it's not something I'm likely to be able to do. But there we go. So yeah, some lovely bits of kit in here. All about the bikes, yes indeed. But as you've seen from the rest of the video, we've been on a road trip, so we haven't done an awful lot to the big chop because we've been out seeing other people. So what's next? Well, at some point my nephew's going to come back with the screws for the Bridgeport. They're in the back of his car at the moment. Probably in the next week or so they will get dropped off by Jack. And then we got to think about how we're going to fit them in, what modifications we need to do to the nut inside the centre there, the yoke, whether we need to do anything to the shafts and the nuts that we've got so that they fit. And then we'll have to recalibrate when we've fitted it all. And that's quite a big job. So I did say to Wayne, don't expect to see a video of it all fully working within the next 3 or 4 days. There's a fair bit of thought to be done in order to do that, and it needs to be fitted in. But the weather is turning. I think autumn has definitely arrived. It's got a bit colder, so we will have some more time in the garage to do that. It's very generous of Wayne to accommodate us and to provide us with those bits free of charge. They do have a fair bit of value, and in case you're wondering, we're not freeloaders here, so we did take a very nice bottle as a token thank you, and I think that was gratefully received, because that's how the world works, isn't it? Sometimes you give and sometimes you receive, and we pass things around. So that's it for the moment. As usual, thank you for watching. These are the Project Hercules diaries, so it's not just about the machining, it's about what else we've been up to. I've also been on a bike rally and I'll post a video about that, and hopefully this weekend we'll be back in the garage again and we'll have more updates on the bike. But that's it for today. Bit of a longer update than usual, but there's been a fair bit going on away from the garage. As usual, thank you for watching. More updates will follow.